Well, welcome. Tonight's a little different video. I wanted to get started on another project because tomorrow we're going to paint the Thunderbolt. So I had promised that I was going to do a half-A airplane, and I've already decided I'm going to build two of them because I like this airplane so much. I got a big one over John's house, a big Cobra. I don't normally build from plans, as most of you guys know, but because this is a little out of my realm, being a half-A, we're going to go ahead and do it from a set of plans that were supplied to me by Dan Winship. And the designer is Steve Woolley, and he's from the 60s. And it was adapted to a half-A by Howard Sullivan. So now we got to figure out how to get this onto some wood. Shouldn't be a problem. And let's see here. What are we going to do first? I guess we'll do the elevator stabilizer. Now I got some quarter here. It's calling for 3/16. Now I'm going to probably just, that's quarter, that's quarter, that's quarter. We got to have some 3/16 in this pile of crap somewhere. I thought I had several sheets of 3/16. I'm going to need this ruler. Anybody going to Harbor Freight? Harbor Freight's got a great ruler for $4. 48 inches long. Let me get this button off of there. They made the buttons on there so hard I can't get the damn thing off. Yep, I got side cutters there. There we go. Now we won't scratch things up with that. How long do you guys figure it's going to take me to build a half-A stunt ship with the dope finish? It's basically just like building a stabilizer. That's how much area is there. It'll probably take me longer to find the wood than it will to build the airplane. There's a piece of 3/16. No, that's quarter. There's 3/16. We'll cut the elevators out of this. And the rudder, elevator rudder out of that. Now I need, there's a piece. There's a nice piece. I think this is 3/16. Let's see, I need to switch over to this. Comments, let's see what they're saying here. Hey Craig. Yep, about a week. Take a couple hours. I could build it in a couple of hours. I think we'll go ahead and make the stab out a quarter. Let's see here. Because it's 049, I gotta kind of stick to parameters. You know, I only want this thing to weigh about, oh, this is rockwood. And it's bowed. Rockwood and it's bowed. That's 45 grams. That's way too much. Come on now. Oh, there's a pile of 3/16. We got fuselage sides here too. Yep. They're calling for 8 fuselage size. We'll go ahead and use 3/32. Hey, Greg. And these are the fuselage size. 3/16 for 3x36. $6. This is the National Balsa wood that I bought at the show. Might as well use that up. So we can cut flaps. We won't use this stuff here. We can cut flaps and elevator stabilizer out of those 2 pieces. I might as well make double of everything. I got 2 pieces of 3/16, 18 and 18. That's not super nice wood, but heck, this is just an 049, and I'm sure the kid I give it to is going to drive it into the ground first couple of flights. But mine is going to have to be super nice. This is contest wood. This is old wood from SIG. So these will be my fuselage sides here. And these will be, so that's 36. Let's get the scale. I figured that a Cox video would probably draw some half-A guys. Those are my fuselage sides. And those are theirs. Let's cut 2 stabs out of this. Now we're going to do this my way. I'm not going to make this any more complicated than I have to. Let's see what's being said here. Phil said something. Bad Chad. Yeah, sure. Bad Chad. Yeah, we were just talking about him. Okay, pencil. And I'll use a pen. Yeah, right. Okay. We need that ruler. Where did I set that? I could keep my mind in one spot. I just had the damn thing. There it is. Okay, for a stabilizer. I don't think it's the greatest design here, but we're going to keep it true to what's happening. That is 8 3/16. So that's 16 3/8. 16 3/8. We need a square. Yeah. You haven't done tonight. Yep, sure. I need a small ruler so I don't have to tote that thing around. Here at the root we have 1 1/2. And 8, what I said was 8 3/16. 8 3/16. At the tip, looks like we have 1 inch. That's exactly correct. One inch and a half. We'll cut 2 of these out of that and 2 stabs out of the other, or elevators out of the other one. Let's see, I got a cutting mat here somewhere. Small one. Come on, get out of there. Yeah, well, Jim, it's just a filler project. Be painting the Thunderbolt tomorrow. It's over there in the cordwood, and this is something that I wanted to do, basically to draw some people to the channel because they like half A. I mean, everybody knows what a Cox is. And also that it shows that it's not a big deal to build this stuff. So we're going to get it all out of the same piece. That's good. You know, people say, well, it takes so long to build an airplane. I probably, if I sat down and I don't have a wing yet. We're going to cut foam wings for them tomorrow. But if I sat down and did this, I probably could do it in one night. Back in my younger days. Did they really do that to me? They most certainly did, them buggers. Well, we'll see if we can get it out of one piece. No, it won't take that long. I'll build 2 airplanes in 2 weeks. 1.5 inches. 1 inch. And well, the finish will take a little longer. Hey, no problem, Jim. I hope that my method worked out for you okay. I'm sure it did. The next airplane that I do will be for this little Hummer right here, a TD 020. Have to scale it down. When we were in Paducah, I don't remember who had it, but they had a little 020 Bislab, I think it was, or something. We had a gas flying that thing. Okay, stabilizer. Now we need elevators. So we'll work on this for an hour tonight and see how far I can get on 2 airplanes. When I was a kid, I'd build about 10 airplanes a week. Of course, we had a hobby shop, so had lots of stuff. Now, why did that act? Oh, I know why it acted that way. Not a problem. I'm going to cut that off at an angle anyway, but might as well start out square. I got my old buddy Jim watching. I don't want to show him anything. We'll still fly that airplane today. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Tell Lou I said hello. I still tell the story about him and I going to the Millington Air Base, digging in the field for the cement pad. And I went into the chapel and I asked, never mind, you ain't old enough. Okay, there's one stabilizer elevator. Let's trace this one. We'll do the tips here after I get this traced out. Yeah, never mind, you ain't old enough. There's them guys digging in that field. The shore patrol was driving by. What are they doing out there? Well, am I going to be able to get 4 flaps out of that? I think so. Might take a little bit of that other piece for the rudder. I don't know. 2 rudders. So what this shows you here, what I'm doing, there are no kits for this airplane, so I'm making myself 2 kits. It's just as easy to make 2 as it is to make 1. Okay, this, what do we got here? Okay, these 2 go with this, and this one goes with the other one. So the motor for this airplane was donated by one of our viewers. Okay. I think I got too much elevator here. I do. I need to cut them back. I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch off of these. 1/4 inch. Now, Lou Rankin has a McCoy 40 with a ring in it that I talk about, the McGass 40. Of course, he made his, but we'll get the pattern made here. Uh-oh, what happened here? Guess that'll work, okay. Gonna have to creep up on this, I guess. Hey, Miguel. It's gonna be foam. I'm not gonna build an I-beam wing. Okay, that's good. Now I just need to make all the rest of them look like that. If I had some C-temp, I'd just go ahead and make the patterns, but don't have none, so we're SOL. That is TE. So we want to make this a leading edge, so I'm going to put on here LE. You could get really, hey Bob, you could really get screwed up looking at these little parts, so. "24 minutes and I got 2 stabilizers almost roughed in. We'll do the rudder. Probably get the fuselage sides cut too. We'll sand them all together, all at the same size. It's calling for a 2-inch bell crank, but we're going to use a 3-inch bell crank in this. And maybe in mine I'll even use a 4-inch bell crank. I ain't gonna put no $50 Winship bell crank in a giveaway airplane. So we use a Sig 3. I could have used a 4, but I don't like it. Sig 4. Okay, let's cut them up. See what they look like. One set. Okay. Elevators are roughed in. We got 2 stabilizers. Let me get a tip cut here. I get 1 tip cut, I can make the pattern and transfer it. Well, if I was a tip, how would I look? Let's see here. We got 1/2 inch, so that's a 1/4. That's pretty close. We're not building a watch. Okay, I need some 80 on there. Well, we'll use this on the ruler. How close did I get? There we go. Do I remember the saber stunt? Well, certainly I do. It's got more of an arc on it, so we need to arc this some more. So in order to do that, I'm going to set this on the edge of the table. We're going to arc that. Jetco Saber Shark. Yeah, I'm kind of old. I remember all that old shit. Okay, I got 1. Rain. We'll paint tomorrow. The thing is slick. Same results, but lighter. You bet, Jim. Add some retarder. You got retarder, don't you? No more than 10%. They're all right. I mean, the Jetco kit's built kind of heavy because the wood was kind of tough, but what are you going to do? They had the Dolphin, Saber Stunt. What else did they have? So 31 minutes, and we got 2 elevator stabilizers shaped, or not shaped, but the parts cut. It'll take me probably an hour to sand the whole model. It's, like I say, it's only as big as a stabilizer on a full-size stunner. Okay, so then I got to transfer this one over to this one. Hello, Mario. Greetings from Australia. Kiwiville. Or no, Kiwi is, oh, Gerald's from there. What the hell? Where the hell is the Kiwi from? It's from New Zealand. You guys are shrimp on the Barbie. Paul Hogan. Not to be confused with Hulk Hogan. Okay. Let's go ahead and cut up the rudder parts, I guess, before I shape these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack sand these. We'll put these two together. May tack glue them together in the center and sand them so they're, everything's the same size. And I'll put all 4 of these together and sand them so they're the same size all at the same time. So that everything's exactly the same. Like I say, this is just making you a kit. That's all. Not a big deal. We have about half an ounce of wood so far. So now I need some rudder pieces. I guess maybe I could go and get some of that paper and we'll trace out that rudder. I'm going to show you a trick too while we're at it. I've done it on this rudder here. This is a rudder off of Junar. Oh, great. Messages. Email from Frank's model. All right, this is a rudder. You notice how the grain works here? The grain is running in this direction, and this direction. The reason for that is when you put the tissue on it, it won't warp it. Let's see, we got a message coming in. Let's call him. Now this guy here has a channel, and we might get to bring him in. He's building a P40, and while it is an RC channel, um, you know, he is building, and I'm going to bring him in. We're going to collaborate with him, and I'm trying to get you guys to go over there, and maybe we'll get something going. But he's not answering.
I'm unable to answer my phone at the moment, so if you please leave your name, number, and a brief message after the beep, I'll be sure and return your call. Thanks.
Hello.
At the tone, please record your message.
I think that was him calling back.
I'm unable to answer my phone at the moment, so if you...
He can't talk right now. Okay, so problem. This is stun hanger. Call when AVA available. Okay, so we got that in. I want to do a collaboration with him. You know, he's not building control line, but he is interested in building. He's building a P40. It's a top flight kit, but I think we can help it out and make it interesting for everybody. You know, you guys have seen enough of me to know what I do. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, 8:30 is going to call. We won't be on at 8:30, but we'll get something going. Anyway, I like these this style of airplane. It reminds me of the 50s airplanes. They had a lot of style. They weren't flying boxes. You know, a lot of shape. So we'll get a rudder pattern here. Maybe we can get him on. No, I can't do Saturday at John's with him because I don't have a computer over there. I'm using my phone. Anyway, here's the rudders. Let's cut them out, and we'll get that working. Now, because this is so small, I won't have to do the mixed grain technique. This is quite large. And if you don't do that mixed grain technique, it will warp. You have a big rudder, especially 3/16. I guess he's working right now. He has a break at 8:30. Well, this program will be off because Charles is coming on tonight. Now, I don't recognize him, but he must know me because he got my phone number. I guess I can't be too hard to find. At least it wasn't a damn Medicare call. They want to talk to you about your Medicare. I'm not interested in buying Medicare. I'll call you when I'm ready. Okay, here's the rudder pattern. I'll cut this straight here. Okay, so we got rudder pattern now. Anybody know where I can get a, I think it's 1.25 1.25 half A spinner? A nice one. Aluminum would be nice. A Froome would be ideal, but I won't hold my breath. Okay, we want the grain to go this way. At least they were smart enough to make that 3 inches wide. Now you saw me flip it several times. The reason being is a little imperfection in the wood, and we can't have that. Even though it's a half A, it's gotta be the shit, man. We'll get 2 of these cut out. Good evening, Marcel. And Australia and everybody. Hello, everybody. Okay, so there's 1/2. That's the fin. Now we need the rudder. So I put that other piece back over here. I think this is 3/16. That's 3/16 right here. It is. That 3/16. I think so. Oh, damn. This thing's leaking. I got my half A spinner from Jim Lee. Thanks. I'll give him a call. See, isn't I know he's out of town right now. He's in Florida enjoying the sunshine. As per the forum. Boy, that's some rock wood there. That is some rock wood, buddy. Let's see. I need a flat. We're going to try these tools. I need a flat. What am I going to do for a block for a flat? There we go. It's about as flat as you're going to get. Okay. I want to go this way with this grain, so it's got to go this way. Let's see, is that right? That is correct. I got some hard spots in this. That's all right. We'll use up the half A or the RC wood on this half A. Everybody wants to buy my RC wood. Jorge, buenos noches. Okay, got that and that. Now we need another flat. So I'll be wasting a little bit here. Or doing. Yep, I need another flat. This little stunner has everything. It has an asymmetric wing. I bought a fuel tank that I'm going to have to replumb. But this will bring back some memories for you guys. How many of you guys remember these? This tank was a quarter back in my day. Number 3, 3/4 ounce wedge tank. I hope 3/4 ounce will do a pattern. I think it will. But there's the little tank. Not a uniflow, but it will be. I'm going to remove these and remove the pickup, put it in the end, and take this one and move it over here as a uniflow. The guy sold it to me for 50 cents. So it was double the price of what I paid for it new back in the 60s. But they have on this box $4.35. I said, there ain't no way I'm paying $5 for that. We got the wheels. They don't weigh shit. So we're gonna have wheel pants on these and everything. Bought our propellers, 6'4" APC. That was $4. And John, I also bought some heat shrink so that we can shrink those tanks down. Now that's some heat shrink there. That's pretty good size. What else we got in here? We got a 3-inch perfect bell crank. I used to use Vicos. Vicos were better than the perfect. Old habits never die. So we're coming up on our hour, and all I've got is 2 elevator stabilizers for 2 airplanes and 2 rudders for 2 airplanes done in an hour. Mainly because I'm doing a lot of talking, but if I had the hump on, I'd have them all done. God, there's a hard spot in that. Some lucky kid is just going to love this thing. It'll look just like it was plastic. I have yet to see a concourse finish on a half A, but that's what this will have. Come on, don't break off. There we go. All right. Muy bueno. Muchas gracias. Okay. That's going to do it for the first hour. There won't be any half A work for a while. So look at this as a separate. I'll make a separate category for this half A stuff because this is just a filler. While I'm working on the Thunderbolt, tomorrow we're going to do the first coat of gray on it. I will probably bring it back tomorrow night and sand any of the bad spots, and then I'll get the canopy on it because the canopy hasn't been put on. We were talking about, there was a guy, Ron Burns. Now Jim Lynch will know the situation. Now Ron Burns' airplane was F4F or F5F Hellcat, and it was of scale appearance. It didn't have a shiny paint job. It had a flat paint job. Well, my airplane's going to have a shiny paint job, but he had some things on it that probably were frowned down by the judges, where the canopy looked real, like it would slide, and maybe it did slide, I don't know. But I'm going to do the canopy in the same fashion as a real airplane, where it's not molded in like a stunt ship. The windscreen will be molded in, but the actual canopy will look like it's setting on there and it will slide. And whether I get knocked down in points because of that, I really don't care. I know what I want to do to make it scale like, and it won't cost me any weight to do that. So that's what I'm going to do on the canopy, and I can't explain it. I can show it to you when I'm doing it, and I will. But we're going to get to that. The Thunderbolt is still a few months out from completion. Everybody thinks that I'm getting close or whatever, but you can bet on this that when you shoot for a paint job, like I had on my original Thunderbolt, just the paint job took 3 months on my other Thunderbolt. And this is even going to be more in depth. So this little airplane here is just a filler to have something to do between sandings and inkings and so on and so forth. So fuselage sides, flaps. So we got 2 airplanes worth of flaps here and 2 airplanes worth of fuselages here. Probably more than that, really, but foam wings. It'll be we're gonna cut wings maybe tomorrow after I shoot a coat of paint on my airplane. We'll cut some little. I gotta make some phenolic wing rib templates. This shows I don't know. We might do it that way. It's probably the easiest way to do things. It shows a yeah, well, I'll just do it that way. Straight. I got to glue a 3/8 piece on the front and a 1/4 inch piece on the trailing edge and shape them. We'll probably go ahead and do it that way instead of molded leading edge, because I'm not really worried about how much is this stupid thing going to weigh. I got to make sure I got this over there. I'm going to bring the Thunderbolt up and we'll get to look at that one more time. I worked on it a little bit tonight and I'll work on it some more, getting it ready for tomorrow. But I more or less figured you guys were sick of looking at that. Let me put my kit over here somewhere. I gotta clean this place up. I keep saying that, but it never gets done. So, I'll bring this up. Now, Frank works evenings. We might have to do a special session as a corroboration. What the hell is this? Yeah, it's a stump. It's a stump. I've got to wipe this off my hands. And it's not good, seeing as that I'm going to paint tomorrow, to have any goobers on the airplane. So I'll take this blue towel, some 91 proof alcohol. John has some prep salt, so that'll help. But like I say, I don't want to put any more on the airplane than I have to. And I've been working all day. I did wash my hands, but when you work with steel, all day long. There's so much oil on the steel, kind of gets on you. He still could make it. Frederick. ¿Qué onda, carnal? ¿Cómo está? Got a Mexican viewer, Frederick Zoller. I'm getting anxious. Uh-oh, my pilot's drunk. He's bent over the seat. Today at work, I didn't have an extra paint nozzle. Get back there. Sober up. But I got a paint nozzle for the gun sight. Muy bien, muy bien. What I do with these paint nozzles is I take obviously you can't put a paint nozzle in there like that and make it look like a gun sight. What I do is I take a cutoff wheel and I cut that right down to that spray nozzle, and then I cut a slot in it and put in a small piece of the clear plastic, and that's the gun sight that will get mounted right up on top of the dashboard, instrument panel or whatever. And it's not like this thing's a complete cockpit detail like Aviojet did, where he went, yeah, he had all kind of doodads in there. I don't want to spend time doing scale stuff like that, but it will have this, the dashboard, and a stick, possibly a throttle quadrant. If it's not scale, it's a stunt, but it'll look nice. You can go absolutely hog wild on the detail of your cockpit, and it will gain you exactly 0 extra points. As a matter of fact, one guy on here told me that it's better not to do it and have a mistake than to do it and have a mistake. So if you got ink lines, they all got to be perfect. Or if you can't make them perfect, leave them off, and you'll do better in appearance judging, if that makes any sense. So if you're going to have them on there, you better make sure they're perfect. Isn't that right, Jim? If they're not on there, they can't judge you against it. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you can't do perfect ink lines, don't do them at all. All right, that's going to do it for this evening. I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate all the support. And keep watching the channel. Tomorrow we'll start at 9 o'clock in the morning, around 9:30 probably. And it's going to be a pretty busy day. We're going to do the paint job on this, get one coat on first thing in the morning. And then we're going to cut some wings. And I'm going to open up the prop mold so you can see what that looks like, and maybe pour the other half of the 2-blade prop. It's a lot to do in one day. It'll be a lot of work, but I love this stuff. It's a lot of fun. So if you want to join us tomorrow, look for us then. So until then, fair winds, tight lines. Keep building. See ya.